Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a giant box for you. I'm really excited about this one. I got this one off of an auction site called shopgoodwill.com. And you don't see harps there very often, but I do follow a few other instruments on there. But I did happen to find this cool wire strung. And it was out in Oregon and they shipped it to me and I'm excited to open it up. I wanted a wire strung harp for a long time. I even wanted to restring my Limerick harp, and you can find that video on my channel, but I never got around to it because it's such a beautiful harp. I love it with the nylon strings. So this one is a purpose-built wire strung. So let's open it up. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. This is such a huge box. I don't think the harp is actually this big. I guess we'll see. I was under the impression that it was more of a lap size. Okay, there's a lot of packaging in here. Oh my gosh, and under all this packaging there is another box in here. It's taped up and everything. Okay, so let's get that out. Okay, I can't actually get this box out of the other box, so we're just gonna tilt the camera a little bit and try and get it out this way. Oh wow, okay. And inside the second box, we have a third box, which in theory contains the harp. Now, I love that this was packed so nicely, but there is something to consider about the Shop Goodwill website in that it's a lot like eBay. You have individual stores packaging and shipping things to you, so it's sort of buyer beware because you never know how they're going to be packaged if you buy something that's really nice. So that is something to keep in mind as you're buying. Okay, I have carefully cut away the cardboard. So now you can see the outline of the harp through the layers of bubble wrap. But now we have to get off the layers of bubble wrap. Okay, we are finally ready to take the harp up. You know, I have to say, some instruments come in packages and you're like, oh gosh, I'm really glad that that didn't get damaged on the trip because, you know, it doesn't have as much packaging as you think it maybe should. This harp may be the most ridiculous packaging I've ever dealt with, but it's safe and that's what matters. So let's get it out. And here we are. This is actually really, really gorgeous. I don't know how to tell what kinds of strings they are, but they look like they might be bronze. I don't know. They certainly don't look like wound strings that I have seen before. Get all the little pieces off. But yeah, look how pretty it is. It's got this like nice little pillar. And then the neck is really gorgeous. Ah, I just really like it. It's pretty. Alright, so here, let's just see if we can get any notes out of it. Definitely not in tune. And it's probably going to need some new strings because these look pretty tarnished. But yeah, I am really excited about this. Like I said, I've wanted a wire strung for a long time and this one is just so pretty. You can see kind of, I think this is supposed to be an F. Yeah, and this is a C. It looks like they were colored at some point, but maybe quite a while ago. Okay, so I'm going to get this tuned up and we'll see if we can get a decent sound out of these old strings. And if not, then, you know, eventually I'll replace them and then we'll hear how pretty it can be. Okay, so here is this harp, totally unboxed, and it's now a couple weeks later, and I have a fun story to tell you. So I reached out to a Facebook group that I'm a part of called the Strung Harp to try and find some more information on this harp because it's just so cool. And they came up with this idea that it was made by Boulding, I believe is his name. I'm sorry, totally blanking right now. But his company is Magical Strings. And it looked a lot like it, but a little different, so I got in contact with him. And it turns out that this is one of the first models of his Tristy harp, which is a 24-string harp starting on middle C. And yeah, so here it is. And very cool that it was one of the first models. It doesn't even have like a sticker inside of it anymore, but it was made probably in the 80s. And interestingly, it has 4 bronze strings on the bottom, and then the rest are steel strings, which is kind of cool. And something else that I discovered when I was doing research and just cleaning up this harp, you can see pretty clearly it has a wonky neck. And that is something that happens to harps over time. It's very natural. The tension of all those strings is going to pull the neck over, and that results in it being less than straight, as you can tell very easily. And I was really worried about that. So I again reached out to a couple harp groups, and it seems the general consensus is as long as the harp is staying in tune, which it mostly is, then everything is okay. And no like cracks or obvious damage, which this doesn't have any. So yeah, I was very excited about that. And in this whole process of discovering these things and learning about this harp, I've become super attached to it. So I do have kind of this fondness for like the underdog, or the I guess, you know, the less than perfect kind of thing. So I love this, that I found it at Goodwill, and it is so beautiful. And you know, it's got its little age spots where it's clearly been loved, and I love that about it as well. So I'm going to do like a whole restoration of what I can do. You know, we're gonna recolor the strings because that's one thing about a wire strung harp. You obviously, they're not nylon, so you can't have different colors, except you can. So I've heard that Sharpie or like Posca markers work really well, so I'm going to try that. And I'm going to do some decorating and some cleaning up, and yeah, just basically we're gonna transform this harp. So I'm going to do a whole nother video all about that and making it so pretty, because that's another nice thing about used harps that already have a little bit of wear and tear. I just don't feel so bad kind of dressing them up or making them my own. So that's what I'm going to do. So definitely be on the lookout for a future video. But I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit for you right now, just because she already sounds so gorgeous. The sustain of the wire strings it's amazing. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please do go ahead, and ask me in the comments, and I will get back to you. And I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and click on that subscription button right up there. Otherwise, if you would like to join my Patreon or buy me a coffee, the links to those are down in the description. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day.